Hi comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. And today it's another in my series where I talk about some of the lots that I won at an auction a couple of weeks ago. Went to physically pick them up a week ago, and I've been sorting through them. So today I'm going to show you my Wolverine lot. Okay, so this was advertised as a number of Wolverine comics to include, and they wrote Wolverine numbers. Anyway, this was not an expensive lot, so I put a bid in of, I think I put a bid in of £30, and I actually won the lot for £28. Right, so when I went to collect this, there are over 80 comics in this lot. So I paid £28, buyer's premium about a tenner, so I paid about £40 for about 80 comics. So we're talking about 50 pence or 50 cents a comic. Okay, now a lot of these are dollar bin comics. Okay, it is not Wolverine, it is Marvel Comics Presents. The majority of these are Marvel Comics Presents, and there's some great covers, but they're not hugely valuable. I'm going to have a quick run through these. So I'm going to start off with Marvel Comics Presents #1. So that is worth a few quid. That's probably worth, I don't know, $10 to $20. All of these, like the comics from this guy, most of them are in really good condition, very fine plus. Then we've got Comics Presents Marvel Comics Presents #2, a really nice Wolverine cover. Again, I think probably a tenner for that. Really nice. Marvel Comics Presents #2. I'd not seen that cover before. I really like that one. Here we go. Marvel Comics Presents #3. Some of these are still in the original bags and boards, which is why you've got this crinkling. I am trying to rebag and board a number of these because these have been in these bags and boards for a long time. Marvel Comics Presents #5. Marvel Comics Presents #6. Marvel Comics Presents #7, and I like this cover, it's a sort of underwater cover. Marvel Comics Presents #8, and again, I quite like this cover. This is a Man-Thing cover, really cool. I've not seen a lot of these covers before. Marvel Comics Presents #9. Marvel Comics Presents #10. Okay, so the first 10 issues of Marvel Comics Presents had Wolverine in them. Actually, these Marvel Comics Presents have about 3 or 4 stories in them. And the ones with Wolverine on the front, actually, I'm just going to open one of these up so you can actually see what Marvel Comics Presents. It actually has a back cover, a reverse back cover as well. So on the front of this one, which is Marvel Comics Presents 40, which is really nice, and you can see here the quality of the condition that this guy's comics are in, really good. And on the back here you can see who else is in the story. So we got Wonder Man, Overmind and Hercules are also in here. So all these Marvel Comics Presents, although the majority of them have got, I'm showing the Wolverine front, they've actually also got a number of other stories for other characters in them. So we had a gap between #10 and #39. I don't think Wolverine was on the cover of those ones, which is why this guy hasn't got them. So here we go. That was Wolverine. This is 39. That is 40 that I just showed you. 41, I used this one on the Cover Slingers show for Underwater Peril, and got a lot of rude comments about what on earth was Wolverine doing with the shark. Number 43, number 44, and as I say, these are, you know, mainly these Marvel Comics Presents like this are pretty much dollar bin comics. Marvel Comics Presents #45. This is a nice cover. this is actually by Rob Liefeld. I don't usually like Rob Liefeld stuff, but actually I think I quite like that Wolverine cover. Wolverine, Marvel Comics Presents 47. Marvel Comics Presents 48, and we've got Spidey appearing. And Marvel Comics Presents number 49. We've got a few here with Wolverine and Spidey. I think this one's worth a few, this one's worth $5 to $10. Marvel Comics Presents 50. And we've got Wolverine, Spider-Man, Silver Surfer on the cover. Marvel Comics Presents 51. Again, a really nice Wolvie cover. Marvel Comics Presents 52. Marvel Comics Presents 53. Marvel Comics Presents number 54. And as I said, most of these are in really good condition. You know, some of these are 9+. Marvel Comics Presents 55. Marvel Comics Presents 56. Marvel Comics Presents 57. Marvel Comics Presents 58. Some nice Hulk covers here. Marvel Comics Presents 59. I like this one. And the Incredible Hulk, Too Many Wolverines. And some of these are worth sort of $5 to $10, especially in this sort of condition. This is a really nice cover with Hulk getting a bit cross. That's Marvel Comics Presents 60. Marvel Comics Presents 61. Marvel Comics Presents 62. Some jungle action. Marvel Comics Presents 64. We've got a nice little run here. I've actually got these ones already, so these are copies. This is the one with this is the Ghost Rider run. Marvel Comics Presents 65. Some nice Ghost Rider covers here. Marvel Comics Presents 66. Marvel Comics Presents 67. Marvel Comics Presents 68. Really like this Ghost Rider cover. Marvel Comics Presents another really nice Ghost Rider cover. This is 69. Marvel Comics Presents 70. Marvel Comics Presents 71. Okay, guys. So those of you who know your Marvel Comics Presents know that the next comic in the run, number 72, is pretty much the money book for Marvel Comics Presents. And I've actually, the sort of next run is Weapon X. So the next run, I think about 15-20 comics is Weapon X. Now this guy had not got, the majority of those aren't here, which is fine actually, because I've already got the Weapon X run from Marvel Comics Presents. So this collection fits quite well with my existing collection of Marvel Comics Presents. However, I was keeping my fingers crossed that this comic would be in the collection, and lo and behold, here it is. Marvel Comics Presents number 72. It's the first Weapon X comic. Okay, right, I can tell you now that single comic pays for my £40 investment in this set. So there we go, that's covered my costs. And the rest of these comics I'm showing you are effectively free. So Marvel, so then we have a gap because there was the Weapon X stuff, which I've actually got previously, so I'm actually not too upset that the rest of the Weapons X stuff isn't here, because I actually have already got all that. But then we come in Marvel Comics Presents 90, and again, this is really nice. This is Sam Keith. We've got a few Sam Keith covers in here, and I really like Sam Keith on Wolverine. He's the guy who did the Max. Again, this one's I'm showing this side of it. This is Ghost Rider and Cable, because I prefer that to the Wolverine cover on that one. This one's really nice. This is Sam Keith doing the Max on Wolverine. Look at that. fantastic stuff. Marvel Comics Presents 93. You wouldn't want to meet him on a dark night, would you? Marvel Comics Presents 94, and you know, Sam Keith is just going completely max on this. Sam Keith is the artist on the max. I'll look at this Wolverine here on Marvel Comics Presents 94. Brilliant. And we've got, I'll put the Ghost Rider and Cable cover up here. There's some really great covers on these Marvel Comics Presents. I think a bit of an undervalued series. Again, another really nice Ghost Rider cover. Again, Marvel Comics Presents 106, another Ghost Rider cover. We've got Typhoid Mary run here, Wolverine and Typhoid Mary, number 111. Number 112, nice cover. Number 113, Wolverine and Typhoid Mary. I mean, these are dollar bin comics, you know. They're in nice condition, but you know, they're not worth a lot. Typhoid Mary again, number 115, number 116. Okay, guys, we've got another one that's actually worth a few, Bob. This one here, it's a fantastic Sam Keith cover. It's Wolverine and Venom, and this is the one in, this is actually quite a famous cover. There's Venom has completely smashed up the trade dress. This is in really nice condition. Wolverine's lying prone on the floor down here. Absolutely great cover from Sam Keith. Love this one. I reckon that's worth $20 of anybody's money. Great issue there. Marvel Comics Presents 118. Again, we've got these Venom ones are worth a bit more, probably $5 to $10 each. Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine and Venom, also Constrictor. And this one is so Sam Keith. Go and check out his Max books. But look at this creature, I presume that's Constrictor. This creature here is almost straight off the pages of Sam Keith's The Max. Love it. Right. Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine and Venom again. Marvel Comics Presents 122, and apparently Speedball is appearing in this issue. Is that Dazzler on the front? Oh, is it Cloak and Dagger? Don't know. Really nice really nice Ghost Rider cover. Number 124. Number 125, Typhoid Mary's back again. This time with Ghost Rider. 131, nice looking Wolvie cover. 133, again a really nice looking Wolverine cover. 134, this one's a great cover, look at this. 135, 136, oh look at this one, what a great cover. I love that with Wolverine there smoking a cigar. 137, 139, this is Wolverine and Spellbound. 140, 141, and 142. Okay, that ends the Wolverine Marvel Comics Presents sort of stuff that I got in this lot. As I say, I think there's about 80 of those. Right then, but we didn't just get that in this lot. We got a full set of Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That was a little mini series. You can go onto eBay, you'll probably pay £25 to £30 for that set. And not only that, we've got a Wolverine number 1. This is $10 to $20. We've got a Wolverine 85. from the 90s. You can see the spangly silver stuff. I don't know, $5. We've got and then we've got some trade paperbacks. Which is we've got the Wolverine, the Jungle adventure. This is writer Walt Simonson and art by Mike Mignola. That'll set you back £10 to £20 on eBay in this sort of condition. We have also got Wolverine Reign of Terror by Peter David and Andy Kubert. That's going to set you back £5 to £10 as well. These are in, well, I don't think these have ever been opened. We've got a Wolverine Night of Terror. Again, £5 to £10. There you go. So that was my Wolverine collection of Wolverine comics that I bid £30 for, one for 28, buyer's premium about a tenner. So all of those comics cost me 40 quid. Well, I've not added this up. I mean, you know, trade paperbacks, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. The Kitty Prides, 25, 40. The Weapon X, probably worth 40 by itself, 80. There's a couple of those other comics in there, covers in there that are worth $10, $20. You know, probably let's add another 60, 70 for those. And then let's just value all the other Marvel comic presents. I don't know, let's say $2. So, I don't know, 150, 300. I reckon something like $300 to $400 worth of comics here. But, you know, what do I like about this? I like about this, there's fantastic covers. You know, those Sam Keith Wolverine covers, absolutely adore those. There's some great Ghost Rider covers there too. Did I get my money's worth? I think so. Not quite as good as the Conan collection in terms of, well, actually it probably is as good as the Conan collection. I paid 40, I think it's probably worth 300, 400. Yeah, so probably I've got 8 times my money back on this lot as well. I hadn't realised when I bid for it how many comics were in this lot. It's nearly 100 comics. There we go. Hope you've enjoyed this video from sunny Essex. That's your lot.